have been a huge fan of Sound the Alarm for quite some time now, but Call Out for the Cavalry, we have a brand new single and a brand new album that's ready for pre-order. We are talking about Andrew Swift's Reckless Desire is the single that's out now, and you can now pre-order the album Call Out for the Cavalry. Andrew Swift joins us right now. Andrew, congratulations. What a fantastic album and a fantastic sound.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys like it. You guys have had the preview listen, haven't you?
Very exciting stuff. And we just know what's coming up over the next 12 months of releases and things like that. Reckless Desires, the single's out now, so they can actually purchase that today.
They can purchase that today. They can stream it. They can purchase it. You can do all that sort of stuff.
You can also pre-order the entire album, which is due out next year.
Exactly right. The entire track listing is up. You can pre-order the whole thing on iTunes or from your local record store, or if you pre-order through the Social Family Record store, you go in the draw, have a chance of winning a free house concert with Greta Zilla and myself.
What a great deal.
Yeah, well, I threw Greta under the bus on that one. I said, hey, I want to do a bit of a prize as an incentive for people to pre-order the record. How about you do a house concert with me?
Shouldn't be a problem. She's the queen of Boomtown at the moment. So
She is.
Now, a lot of people will know the Andrew Swift name. And, of course, Star Maker Grand Finalist last year. But you've been doing this for quite a while, haven't you?
My first gig was February 17 years ago, which is showing my age a little bit. Bit of a quick history. Straight out of school, I played in a pop punk band with some mates from school, and back in 2007, I left to do my own thing, and I kind of floundered around, not really knowing where I fit in. To be honest, I fought the whole country term for ages. People would say, "Oh, your stuff's got a bit of a country sound. Oh, don't use the C word with me," sort of response. But then in the last few years, I've sort of been educated on what is involved in the country music scene and the music that's in it. And down in Melbourne, I guess we were a little bit shut off to that back in those days. So I've never felt more at home in a genre. I've never felt more home musically.
You can release songs, you can do all that sort of stuff. But if you're not with the people and becoming their friend and joining the country music family, it is really hard to distance yourself from that. So thank you very much for getting out there and touring. Are we looking at some bigger tours next year?
Nothing that I know of in the works. I'd love there to be, definitely. This year's been a big year between the touring and the odd private function to pay for the recording of the album. I think I'm up to 108, 110 gigs or something for the year. So it's been busy, and only 4 of those have been in Melbourne, or 5 have been Melbourne shows. So I guess that shows that I have been out and about a lot. The whole caravan park thing has been amazing, and I even got right up to Airlie Beach with that over the winter. I'd love to do some sort of bigger tour though next year.
Well, the album's coming out, so there's certainly on the cards.
I want to talk about Reckless Desires. What a great sound!
I feel like this one's a bit of a blend of from where I've been and to where the rest of the album sort of is coming to sound-wise. So this is actually a song that I reworked. I sort of started writing it a couple of years ago, and I ditched it and then came back to it only last year and reworked it completely, and couldn't be happier with how it came up. I performed it for Star Maker in the grand final there, so I'm really happy with how it's come up.
The entire album takes you on a journey of every feeling that you can think of, and you're happy one minute, you're sad, you're crying, you're laughing. It's just a fantastic album. Was that something that you set out to say, hey, this is all of me in one go?
Pretty much. I mean, there's sort of person, like, I have some songs that are, very serious for me and very close to me, but then I love to have fun as well. So there's a song on the album called Runaway Train, which is a really fun song for me. It's a real tongue-in-cheek look at my relationships. And I remember a bit of an example is I played that song to my mum as the first song off, that she could hear from the record. And she's got this big smile on her face and her head's bopping away with the headphones on. And then the next song I played for her was the last track of the album, which is King of the Sky, and she was bawling her eyes out within about 10 seconds. And those 2 songs are really chalk and cheese. One's super serious and close to my heart, and the other one's just a whole lot of fun. So
there you go, folks. If you want to hop on the ride, you can do it in Tamworth, because Andrew Swift will be there from Friday the 19th. Got a couple of shows. Nearly every day there's a couple of shows going on, from the Pig and Tinderbox through to, where else are we going? To the AOK Day, Country Cares, so many. But you hop onto his website, Facebook pages, all that stuff, and you'll be able to see where he's going to be. And if you're not going to go to Tamworth, have a look for where else he's going to be around the traps, because I'm sure there is a lot more places than Tamworth that Andrew Swift will be at over the next 6 months.
Oh, definitely. Greta and I have paired up for the Caravan Park tour again, so I think we've got 45 shows between now and the end of January.
I want to give a plug to the gig that you're doing on the first Saturday of the festival. It's the Cocktails Lunch. Folks, you've got to get along to that. If you're going to Tamworth, make sure you book your tickets, because it is a really intimate way way of seeing a lot of artists in a really short period of time, and it's all about them singing their songs. It's a great atmosphere and it's sensational.
Discover
so make sure
your
you do
next favourite.
Yeah, absolutely.
This will be my first one. I'm really looking forward to playing it.
Been speaking to Andrew Swift. He's got a brand new album coming out. The single is available right now on iTunes and all of the places where you'd normally get it. It's called Reckless Desires, and we're going to have a listen to it right now.